I live on McCleary Hill, not that far away from here. And one day I walked down to the end of Milton Street, and there is a monument down at the end of Milton Street, right down there by the train yards, to the mining disaster that occurred in the last century. Actually, I guess it's the last century plus one now. And I realized as I was looking at this monument that while so many people were listed, the missing ones were listed by their names, the Chinese were listed only, in many cases, by their payroll number. Nobody even knew who they were. And as in my folk music searches throughout for music on Vancouver Island, I have found absolutely nothing about the Chinese community that came over. These people came over from China. Their heads were taxed. They had a head tax. They were not allowed to bring their families. They had no women, no family with them. They came over to make money to send home, and it was very little by the time they were done that they were able to send back to China with them. I wondered what kind of hell they must have gone through on a day-to-day basis, being here, isolated by their culture, by their language, isolated from the rest of what was going on here on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, in Canada, and also down to the south of us. And I wrote a little poem about it because I don't know Chinese music at all, and so I cannot imagine how to do something in that cultural context. So I did it in my own context here. I am here speaking little English, and my face means I'm paid less. Foreign food and beer, so far my body strong despite duress. I miss my home and all I knew, but no future there. Weary to the bone, alone with aching sadness I must bear. I'm a number, treated like a beast of burden with no rights, building, mining, cooking, lumber, paid half to do the same work done by whites. At workday's end, I have a moment just to sit and be here at the water's edge and send my thoughts like little boats across the sea.